we heard John Madden there, and you worked with John, you worked with the Monday Night, you worked with me at ESPN over the years. What have you seen as the connection, the special connection of television and the National Football League as it's grown?
This game is made for television. It is just a perfect combination of elements. The passion of the game, the ability to capture it all, the cadence of the game, it's all just so perfect. And the NFL has really benefited by the right leadership as coverage has expanded. It's a perfect marriage, and I've been privileged to kind of be part of it for a long time. I mean, when you and I met almost 30 years ago at ESPN, who would have thought that the two of us would be sitting here doing this interview tonight?
That's exactly right.
I mean,
it's the power of the NFL.
It really is. Well, you knew you'd be up here with us, and I was just wondering, is that why we got the Bills-Rams on opening day? Because otherwise, there's no way. You're giving that to the Monday night crew. I know you're Fox. That's the way you do it.
We try to make sure all of our partners.
Oh, stop it. I've heard this speech too many times.
All the partners are happy. All the owners are happy, right? All the requests you get. Can you tell us about the schedule? Because this used to be truly a hands-on endeavor. This was the old school way. This goes back to Val Pitchbeck, right? When he was starting to do the scheduling for the league?
Yeah, I mean, I'm really blessed by having a great team led by we work together and put the schedule there's over 700 trillion possible schedules every week. You're in the right haystack. But it's just an interesting process.
You're seeing the runners
something that you can do lightly because there's so many contingents, there's so many constituents that have a role in this. You got to make sure that what you do is fair and equitable for most. You need to make sure that we treat all of our television
you can use for live music, sports, or entertainment.
And windows for them to be most widely the same.
So what happened when you had to switch to the computer for the first time? Who was it that came in on the white horse and saved you? Who was it?
Well, they started using computers before I got there, honestly.
Really?
Val used to do it. Mike North loves to tell the story. Val used to do it, and he'd sit there and eat pistachio nuts, and every once in a while he'd put something up on the board. And the reality was they started building a schedule for week one, and the first couple of weeks would be great, and then they just had to finish the schedule. And now, it's a combination of art and science, right? We put games in that we want to see in certain places and then let the computer solve around that. And every day we come in and see what the computer spit out. What do we like? What do we don't like? What don't we want to see again? What do we want to see next? As we go through the process. We do the same thing every day from early February until we finish in May. I mean, the definition of Sunday, right? Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. But that's exactly what we do.
And for his guys, call timeout if there were 12 guys out on the field so that they wouldn't have a penalty. A.J. Cole's going to put it away. Willie Johnson brought one all the way back to the house, got negated by a penalty. Waits for this time
to go. Well, your wife Jan's one of the best people. So are you. It's been a pleasure. It was great having you as a boss. It's great working with you here. Couldn't be happier for you. Congratulations.
It's a people game, right? I mean, over the years, we get to meet everybody. We get to hang out with a lot of people. But this dude right here, we've had more laughs, more fun, more entertainment. He takes jokes very well because he hears a lot of different things. But he has been the cornerstone of the NFL and the relationship with the networks for a long, long time. And dude, I say congratulations to you.
Thanks, man. Thanks, appreciate it.
As good a boss as I ever had. Tied with the bosses I currently have.
I was going to say,
Thanks, Howard. We look forward to seeing you honored at the dinner tomorrow night. It was a first down. The Jaguars, he's been busy and seen a lot of action. He turned his ankle a little bit, but he's going to hop back in there. Good gain of 27 yards.
It is amazing, isn't it, Mike? All the different people that we've met over the years, and now they're going in the Hall of Fame, and you see them when they were kids, and they come out, and I love this way to start the NFL season. I always love coming here. to when I actually got to hear the speeches the night before. But, you know, hey, everything's a little bit different. And but the stadium keeps improving, and the presentation needs to do it on the steps in front of the Hall of Fame.
Here at Buccaneers out in the parking lot, hosting the show on the steps. Well, Armstead couldn't hang on to that. Melissa has caught up with a very familiar face to Raider fans.
Yes, well, I have Derek Carr here now. I did have Devontae Adams, but he's signed and he's very popular with the crowd. He's back. All right. And these guys are back together. Put up incredible numbers in college. You said you guys have dreamed about this. It's a gift. What is it like to be reunited?
Well, it's awesome. You know, we've always stayed close, you know, throughout our, obviously, NFL career, and we trained together until I moved to Las Vegas and all that. So being able to play together now, and we're all the work was going towards the same cause is pretty cool.
Yeah, and Coach McDaniel said it takes you guys about 5 seconds to communicate. And a lot of people didn't know that you trained together in the offseason for 6 or 7 years. What are the two of you capable of?
As much as, you know, the work that we put in allows. I mean, at this point, I think it's established, you know, that we're both confident players with, you know, a lot of ability. But at this point, just got to keep putting in the work and stacking the days. It's not just going to happen because we dreamt of it or, you know, any of that cute stuff. So at the end of the day, just keep stacking days and see what happens.
Talking about cute stuff, we can't go any further. I understand. Devontae said that you owe him a car. Is that right?
I do. I do own a car. I have a couple in my garage that I've offered multiple times, which wouldn't cost me anything. So I think that I need to buy him one.
Wait, what kind of car do you want?
Look, I'm
probably one of the ones in my garage.
yeah, but I think the quote from him was, I would even buy him a car if he decides to come. So, I mean, buying a car and giving a car are different, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers.
All right, well, you did come, and you said it was very hard to leave Green Bay. It's the longest you've been on a team. But we have to take a look at this because we have jerseys. We've got pictures of you in Raiders jerseys growing up. Tell us about these. You can see it right here.
Yeah. That was, I think, 3rd grade yearbook. I was in the hospital visiting somebody. I don't even remember how old that one is. But Tim Brown, I got my Seawood jersey. So been manifesting this thing for a while. So it's kind of good to see everything kind of come to fruition.
You grew up a Raiders fan?
I did. Whole family Raiders fans. Even throughout my whole tenure in Green Bay, my family still had a full Raiders den down there. Tim Brown, I mean, all the greats, like live memorabilia. So, you know, I kind of had it in my face growing up the whole time. So, like I said, it's a pretty good feeling to be able to be here now.
All right, and your brother David was texting me during that lightning delay and said that you told him it was lit in the locker room. You guys were firing up all the young guys. Just talk about this team and what you're excited about.
Well, we're very competitive. Practice is super competitive. We got a lot of really good dudes on this team that work really hard. And you know, when your best players are the hardest workers, it helps tell the whole rest of the team that this is the standard. And so to see that every day, I just felt that these guys, the young guys, would come out and play really hard, and they've played some really good football. So it's been fun to watch, especially for us. You know, going into our 9th year, watching these young guys play, we want to do anything we can to, you know, help find some guys that can help us win, and they're showing that they can do that.
All right, guys, awesome. Can't wait to see
Willie
what you
wasn't
do
up
this
to the
season.
task. He was way behind him from Kyle Sloter, and it falls in.
Great
The
connection
other thing
to
people
those
don't
guys.
think about in
Great
these
to see what
situations, James, is
maybe the best receiver in the league, or as good as any, Devontae Adams. Here he is wearing a Cliff Ranch t-shirt before the game, just thinking about that thing. Receivers getting inducted posthumously here. This weekend, game, and you get from college, the guy who's ready to ball, like down here in Derek Carr. You go to a team that's good. You go to a team you rooted for as a kid. You got all this money and this long deal. It's the perfect scenario.
to get there. He was interfered with on the far end. Defense. The Jags inside the Raider 5-yard. Pass interference. Number 46. Defense. Dave Brown called for the penalty, so it's a 4.
This group of 3 key receivers with Hunter Renfrow over 1,000 yards, with Darren Waller, a phenomenal big target tight end,
When you go from playing at the collegiate level to playing in the NFL, you have the 5-yard coverage. You got to get your hands off of it. You can be a little physical.
Backfield. So, yeah, we've got some great pass rushers
His hands off.
in that AFC West division.
First down and goal. Floater's got time, trying to find a receiver. Throws a bullet to the far sideline, and it is caught by Nathan Cottrell for a gain of about a yard. He was taken down on the play at the 5-yard line. Clock continues to run with 3 minutes and
players of all
45
time.
seconds left to play.
These guys are both like
Control had
phenomenal.
a little hitch in his giddy up. He came in last year as a speed player, a coverage guy. Get the chance to go off. Next play, throw and interception. Timing play to Ryan McDaniel with the throw well out in front of him. Kyle Slaughter fired it in, and Chris Jones had it back for what would have been a game basically ending interception. But it falls incomplete. It brings up third down. So let's recap this. First and goal at the 5-yard line. Both teams average 4 yards per carry. Where's the run gone inside the 10-yard line? In this case, gone. Throw it again. They got the open man on the wheel route, and the ball is caught for the touchdown. Just got into the hands of the intended receiver, Nathan Cottrell, who's coming out of the backfield. The ball beats the defender. Cottrell gets into the end zone, and the Jags do.
Honestly, I'm happy for Slaughter. I mean, I know how much football this guy has played in pain this year. I love the fact that he got a touchdown pass. I really do. He's one of those guys that live the dream, and this fourth quarter of the Hall of Fame game is all about dreamers, and those dreamers are playing as hard as they have ever played football in their entire lives.
He played good in the fourth quarter here in the second half. Maybe you get a few more snaps in the next game. And then who knows, right? On the inside.
Hey, at the end of a 9-play, 86-yard drive, keep the momentum going. Slaughter hands it off, bang it through the middle, and into the end zone is Cottrell, who gets all 8 of the points. At the end of that drive, it makes it a 27-11 game now, with 3:26 left to play. It's got to feel good for a third-year player, as you said. Part of the practice squad came back last year. A guy who at Georgia Tech was a running back. They made him a slot wide receiver as a senior at Georgia Tech, and kind of had to work his way back to what he had been, which is a running back. At this point, he's still only 25 years old.
Whoever it is, he can't outrun me. He was confident in what he could do, and he didn't mind stretching himself to get it done.
Yes, I can also play a little bit
Two-time Super Bowl champion Raiders. When he retired, the NFL postseason record for catches, receiving yards belonged to Cliff Branch, one of the 6. He was part of 3 of those Raiders. A lot of those guys in that Hall of Fame process.
And he was part of that crying for all of them. They had about 500 catches, and Cliff was the Zoom guy, right? He was the one to take the top off, as they say, in the game. And you know, Fred was just kind of working it underneath. And those two guys, Fred, of course, already in the Hall of Fame, so it's exciting. And the interesting thing about this class has been that all these guys had to wait. There were no first ballot guys. There was a lot of unusual things about this class.
The Jags, who've got their first touchdown of the night, 3:26 to go. They kick it deep. Justin Paul is going to return it 4 yards deep in the end zone. Straight up through the middle as his legs taken out from under him and is thrown to the ground at the 16-yard line, and that is where the Raiders will take over. The copyright of tonight's broadcast of the Hall of Fame game on Westwood One is owned by the NFL on behalf of its Medford club.
Defensive linemen, Brian Young and Richard Seymour. But those are the players that make championship teams or great teams come together. And it's really nice to step back and see them. That's what I love about this Hall of Fame. 362 folks in that Hall of Fame. And it is spread to include the people who make a difference in this game.
How about that? Is the one tackle
across the way here. Back row all the time. And that is the kind of run you want. That one cut. You think of the old Denver Broncos, right? And Mike Shanahan and put that foot on the ground and get you that roster where you're a backup player and they're going to cut you. But the only way they're going to cut you is you come and perform through the preseason. Walter's now got 6 carries for 43 yards and a touchdown in this one. And with a long step back on first down for the 39, ready to tackle in the backfield and run it off the right side.
Get down to 41. We'll pick up a couple more.
Next season, he was replaced. The winner and shed to those 2 years, but we got the sense talking to him this time around. He's going to approach it his way, in a different way, be more appreciative of the individuals in the relationship, and try to grow it. Still at a very young age for a head coach at 46.
Josh has been brutally honest with me at times when he didn't like something I said or did, and I was brutally honest with him. I'll be honest with you, I didn't think when he went to Denver, he kept who he was when he was coaching and the offensive coordinator, and it took him a little bit of time, right? And now he comes back. Maybe Dad in the house makes a difference.
We have reached a 2-minute warning with our score. The Raiders 27, the Jags 11. You're listening to the Hall of Fame game on the
Great football rivalry. Been terrific rivalry.
Introducing
Maxwell McKinley game, and Josh McDaniels was the quarterback for his dad, Tom McDaniels. Josh missed an extra point. The kicker from Maslin made it. The game was won by the rival Maslin. We 52-minute warning here, but if you really just think about for a second, his high school is right down there. Every day on his way to school. And he's been in there a couple of dozen times, and to be able to bring an NFL team here, have Dad here, there's a street named after the McDaniels.
The most NFL action anywhere. Monday night, Sunday night, Thursday night, Thanksgiving, Christmas, the NFL International Series, and the entire post.
When he didn't take a job, or convinced that he was waiting for the New England job, you know, right? And you know, with Bill could coach forever. Yeah, you don't want to wait too long there. But this came up. And Mark Davis and he had something in common. They were coaches' kids.
Right.
And there was a connection almost right away. And when he said that to us, I was like, I get it. I get how that could work, right?
There's Al Davis in the Hall of Fame. Raider Nation is very quick.
We're delayed about 25 minutes from the original start time due to lightning in the area and heavy rain. Once we got started, played straight on through. Snap to Glover. He's rushed and he is sacked. He really had nowhere to go right in from the get-go. Grant Morgan, the rookie out of Arkansas, signed as an undrafted free agent back in May, makes the sack for Jacksonville. And the Raiders aren't going to punt it away one more time. You know, I always wonder, you know, as a receiver, you know, you're focused in on your pattern on a particular play.
Season, and we'll have it for you all here. Football Night in America before Sunday Night Football rolls on here on NBC.
Dallas Tampa opener is as good as what it was last year.
So the guys knew exactly where to go. And did he know where they were going? Not at all. There's Cole's punt. Johnson. They make a fair catch once again inside the 15-yard line. It leaves us with 30 seconds left to go against the runner. And 2 more plays for the Jags before this one will be official.
And then the Packers cheating the Rams to win the Super Bowl. The Bills are the team. For Football Focus, the SNF genius here comes up with out of the computer.
Yeah, I understand that the Bills are a great football team, man. I get it. I get the whole thing. If I were picking one team to win it, I would pick an NFC team. I think there are fewer of them with a chance to get to the Super Bowl. And based on that, I think they're 13 teams that can win.
They would just end up with 3 games. Bad idea. Get through the middle. And out across the 20-yard line. Probably an open player here.
This is going to be a monster year in the AFC, and great teams, but not many of them, out of the NFC.
I agree. Local news coming up for you next, except on the West Coast.
Yeah, that's, I mean, if something does happen, we've got no stat on it. So, you know, he was right. He had the idea in mind. The ball game is over, and the Raiders get a win.
From Canada.
Opener of the 2022 schedule, 27-11. Jacksonville Jaguars.
Thank you for watching this presentation of the National Football League.